All right, what's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Life Advice. This is a fun series on the channel here as I get sniped out of oblivion. Welcome back to Black Ops 6 Beta. This is obviously beta gameplay. This is from a while ago, and I think overall, I'm not going to talk about the beta. Forget it. I was going to talk about the beta. I've given my 2 cents on the beta already. We'll see how the actual game comes out. But anyway, today I want to talk about the title. It's going to be okay. And I don't know who needs to hear this. It's going to be more so of a serious video than maybe some of my other life advice videos. But I just want to emphasize that a lot of the main issues that you're probably going through right now aren't going to matter in like 3 to 5 years. And maybe that's crazy, but just really, really think about that, right? I'm imagining most of you guys are going to be taking tests like in school or at work, difficult challenges or maybe drama with your current girlfriend, something like that. Just imagine for a sec, fast forward 3 to 5 years. Let's just say 5 years, okay? Are you still in school? No. Did you pass? Probably, right? Was it easy? Probably not. But did you do it? Yes, right? Your schoolwork, all that stuff, you're going to get through it. And maybe you won't pass, but you are in control of that now. And I think that the fear of not passing, the fear of not making it through school really motivates most people. Maybe not you, but I'm just going to say most people are pretty motivated when it comes to oh, hey, I might not pass. I'm going to buckle down and I'm going to try hard right now, and that's good enough for most people. Not everybody, but hopefully most people. For those of you guys who are at work right now, not right now, but maybe you're struggling with a busy deadline or some time crunch thing. Is that really going to matter even in 2 weeks? Is it just it sucks right now? You get to do a lot more OT or something like that. Does those things really, really matter 5 years from now? And I feel like the large majority of people, the answer is no, right? Even a child, even the birth of a child, coming soon to your family, in 5 years, you're not gonna be worried about that birth. You're gonna be worried about, oh, are they eating enough? Are they doing this? Are they doing that? You're gonna have completely new worries in 5 years. And so I guess my main point here is that it's natural to worry about the here and now, but it really won't matter. And I have a life story advice, particularly about this myself. Junior year of college, I was not the best school. I was not the best in school. I was a bad test taker. Let me like this video if you resonate with that. I was a bad test taker, and I really didn't try that hard. I really just enjoyed gaming. Go figure, you can tell from this YouTube channel. I really just enjoyed gaming. I didn't really care about it. I like playing sports. I like playing games, not just video games, but board games, card games with friends. I wasn't really about the whole, study now so I can have a successful future later. I was just no, I just want to have fun now, but I didn't really drink or anything like that. It was a different kind of fun that I was looking for. Anyway, junior year, I remember still specifically, I was studying for a final and I knew I was going to fail. I knew it because I was just bad at that class. I think it was an economics class. Let me know if you guys resonate with that too. Economics sucks. Okay. I just hated it. It didn't make sense to me. And I'm pretty business savvy. I'm not the genius. I'm not Mark Zuckerberg or anything, but I'm decently business savvy. I know some stuff about finance and things like that, accounting a little bit, but for some reason, economics just made no sense to me. And so I was not looking forward to this. Around the same time, I realized that I was running out of meal points. For those of you guys who are in America, maybe some of your colleges had this meal point program where you could have a specific level and then you'd have a certain amount for the semester. Obviously, being around final season, I realized that I was kind of out and I was struggling about food. I looked in my bank account, I had $20 and I was oh, I got 5 days left. This is going to be fun. How am I going to do this? So it was not the easiest thing to manage there. I was nervous about food. I was nervous about finals, this final specifically, because I think it was around the time where I needed a certain GPA to start applying for certain internships. And if you don't know, internships really matter in the US before you graduate because you want to have, something on your resume before you graduate. So it's easier to get a job. Now, it's not 100% oh, you don't have an internship, you don't get a job. It turned out for me where I didn't have an internship all 4 years of college and I still came out with a job actually pretty quickly right away. Now in this particular job market, I'm not going to say it's going to be that easy for you if you don't have that, but don't think it's impossible. Okay. Just trust in yourself, and you can do it. You just have to put the work and the grind in. But the last thing I was worried about was a girl. Yeah, she was kind of like one of my best friends, actually. And it's funny now, we don't even talk. It's actually been about 5 years now that I think about it. But yeah, we don't even talk now. Anyway, I was worried about her. I was like really nervous about asking her out. A few days before, this day, I specifically remember, I asked her out. And she was kind of wishy-washy about it. She was like, oh, I don't really know, And side note for you guys out there, if she's ever wishy-washy or she's like, oh, we'll see, it's generally a no. Okay, I'm just saying, you want somebody who is sure of you. You want somebody who's into you 100%, like maybe there's that rare occasion where like a girl can get into you or something because you show her something. But like if you have to convince her, if you have to force her into liking you, she don't like you, bro. I'm just going to put it out there. She don't like you. You got to find someone who likes you for sure. Anyway, why do I tell you all these stories about this thing? It's because 5 years later, well, technically it's like 7 or 8. I don't really know the exact, but 5 years later, it doesn't matter. I don't remember a thing about economics, and I got a job. What was it called? I was broke. I survived, maybe I starved a little bit. Maybe I missed a couple of meals. Maybe I had to do Taco Bell a little bit too much more than I wanted. I made it out. You know what I'm saying? Like it didn't matter at the end. I don't even remember what I ate. You know what I'm saying? Like I was worried where my next meal was coming from for that whole like week or two. I don't even remember what I ate at this point. It doesn't matter. And that girl, this might be cheesy, but if it's not meant to be, it's not meant to be. And now I'm with someone who I care about and who cares about me. And there's no questions. There's no like, oh, I don't really know, like it's going to work out. And I don't say all this stuff to brag. Like, oh, look at me, look at me. I say this to say it's going to be okay. And I hope that I'm a living testament. I hope I'm a living example of this, and I think that most of you guys out there probably are pretty similar. I think that a lot of you guys will be okay, and you guys know that, and you guys have been okay in the past, right? I say these college stories, but I was fine in high school. I was worried about stuff in high school. I was worried about stuff in middle school, and every single journey you pass through. This isn't just like a hope thing where it's like, oh, like, maybe it'll do. Like, no, you got to put the grind in, you got to put the work in, but you will do it. And you have to believe in yourself. Okay. There's such a easy way to just have like this victim mentality of like, oh man, the world's against me, like I hate my professor or I hate this girl or blah, blah, blah. But if you do things the way you know how to and the way that you feel is correct, there's no like being wrong. There's no like, oh, that was a mistake. I regret this or what, like, no, you did things that you thought were correct at the time that you're supposed to do them. And that's my main message for this video. I'm not trying to be like some motivational speaker or whatever. I do think that this commentary was probably one of my better ones. So if you enjoyed it, if you liked it, feel free to leave a like and subscribe. We do pretty good in this gameplay, even though I started off really, really garbage in this gameplay. Hopefully you guys watched it throughout. I ended up doing pretty good. So yeah, let me know if you guys liked it. Subscribe if you're new, and tune in for more life advice whenever I upload again. Have a great one, guys. Peace, and peace.